Come on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the first Tuesday member only live hangout. I think if you guys want to comment, you have to click the actual video and it'll open up the YouTube video and then you can comment like you would normally on YouTube. But I don't know. So, or you can just watch through the members page like it is. If you can comment, let me know. I'm wondering if there's a way to like comment while you're watching. I don't know. So it says there's a few of you guys here. Welcome, welcome. So this is the members only hangout hub, and every Tuesday morning at 10, I will be right here. Probably not as put together as I normally am on Wednesdays or what I used to look like on Tuesdays, because I want to just kind of hang out and really get to know you guys and chat with our members only. If we can figure out how you guys can comment. So I figured I'd go live a couple minutes early just so that, ooh, my laptop's dying pretty quickly. I didn't plug it in because I was like, I have 90%. It should be okay. So try to comment if you guys can, or click the video. Let me try too. So if you click the YouTube down in the little corner, there we go. If you click, hover over the video and click the YouTube, it'll open this video up in YouTube for you. It's just unlisted so that only members can find it through this tab. And you can comment that way. So if you need help commenting, that should be it. So like, I'll comment right now. Hi guys. And it comments. But I'll let you guys try to figure that out. If you guys want to let me know who's here, what you're doing, what you want to know. And I figured this will be a time that we can really get to know each other. I can chat with you guys specifically about specific things you have questions on and all the fun things. So have you opened live twice? I really need to change out this chair. This chair squeaks like crazy. Okay, so looks like there's 7 of you here, so that's awesome. At least a few of you guys are finding it on the first time. And I have to prep the cup for tomorrow, so I figured I would prep that cup live with you guys and chat with you guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to be making these Starbucks glitter cups on YouTube and Facebook. And oh, I have my epoxy ready to be stirred right now, so I started getting that ready. But we'll chat if you guys can figure out how to. I see there's a thumbs up, which means you figured out how to find it on YouTube. So chat away and ask me all the questions, and I'm gonna have all the answers for you guys. If you guys are members, obviously, so welcome to being a member. This week we are adding everything to the website, so hopefully by April 1st it looks how we want it to look exactly. So you might see some changes. It's pretty fun, but we are doing a lot of behind the scenes work. Like I was literally working on SVGs before I went live with this, specifically to put out this cup tomorrow and the bundle that's going to go with this. But I bought a bunch of these cups and I'm obsessed with them because they are cheap and they're so fun, and you get like 10 cents off your Starbucks. Hence I'm drinking out of one right now. But I make my drinks at home now, mostly. So I really like that I buy these cups cheap and I can customize all of them. So I did this one last night. It needs another layer of epoxy, and then I'm going to put a decal on it tomorrow. So I'm going to do the epoxy layer today, but I'm prepping a video, I'm prepping this cup today for filming it. I'm going to be filming a photo printable vinyl. So you guys are going to get to know all this stuff. And I figured I could film videos with you guys and all the things if I need to, because I want you guys to be able to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that I do, not just hang out and chill. But I know a lot of you guys are business members. You guys want to know how I balance time, how I do all the things. So multitasking is one of those. I'm going to be using the epoxy method on this. I'm going to use this tomorrow as well, because when you do multiple colors, it's the best way to do the method, even though it's super messy, but we're going to do it that way anyways. So I don't see any comments let me know who's here by clicking on the video, and there's a little YouTube tab, and it will open this up in YouTube, and then you should be able to comment. Or if you're watching it later, I think you can open it up and then comment right on this video, and I'll be able to see those comments, but nobody else will be able to find this video. So I'm using the Spinnet. My Spinnet's getting real messy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's getting crazy. So the thing about the Spinnet I've noticed is you kind of gotta like get it on there perfect, otherwise it rotates wonky, and you really don't want that. So I'm gonna put the epoxy layer on super thin, and then we're going to do the, okay, now I'm trying to undo it so that I can straighten this cup up a little bit. There we go, and then tighten it. Oh, it's sad without you guys commenting. I need to know who you are and who's watching and what you're doing. Where are you at? Can you guys figure it out? Is it, let me see if anybody's saying anything, or let me text Anna. Can you comment? Are you watching? She might not even be watching. Okay, so I did 2 parts of my epoxy. I'm just gonna mix this. The most important part of this is mixing it thoroughly for like 5 minutes. Oh, hey, Kelsey, welcome. Yay, okay, so was I right? You just hover over the video, click the little YouTube, it opens it up in YouTube, and then you can comment. If you just wanna watch, it's fine to watch it right from the hub, but if you wanna comment, you gotta open it up in YouTube, which makes it more fun for me. Okay, yeah, so that's how you do it. All right, so I think you've been here the whole time, so it took me a minute, figured it out. Yay, Tristan. Okay, so every Tuesday, this is where you guys can find me under this hub, and then I will leave any other videos in there, as well as some other fun secret videos that might go up randomly for you guys will be in there. So feel free to check this hub out as much as you want to see if there's any videos. Again, thank you guys for being patient. You had to scroll down. Okay, so trying. Okay, yay, you guys are all here. So yes, I'll just keep reminding people who go to the hub and see that. So I'm prepping cups for tomorrow's live video because the epoxy method takes steps. Like you have to do the epoxy, then the glitter, then you have to let it dry, and it ends like this, which needs another layer of epoxy before I can epoxy before I can do a decal. So I'm trying to, I needed like all the steps done for tomorrow. So I'm going to get all the steps done. And then this is the actual cup that I'm filming for a print and cut vinyl video. So I'm filming, there is a new business video coming out that is called Working 6 Months Ahead. And this video is actually about 3 months out. So I am working right now on catching back up to that schedule of working 6 months ahead, which then makes your job so much easier and so much less stressful. Here to hang out and answer questions, says Anna. Okay. I got it. I'm a new member from Missouri. Welcome. So this is a perk that you guys get. Obviously, you guys are here because you're members, and you guys only have access to this because you are members. But we'll also chat about things coming that I'm not sharing with the general public. And if you guys have business questions, this would be a great time to ask them, and I can answer some. I may make a day that I go live just for business too, if our members get, you know, if there starts to be more crafting questions, we can answer all that. So I'm starting to go to the gym in the morning, and I shoot little snippet podcasts for you guys on motivation and business topics and stuff. So I have a couple of those coming out. Paint was just launched. We had 5 new colors, and we did not make that very public to the public. We let you guys know first. So the new schedule is going to be that we do every 3rd Thursday. The public product launch is out, which means mystery boxes, colors, new products, any new colors of glitter, paint, all of the things will all be launched on the 3rd Thursday of the month now. But you guys will get like a video that explains what little secret codes you can find all those products on the website if they come out before any of that. So you guys will get access to purchase before anybody else gets access to it. Which I will promote this stuff tomorrow in my live video, but they will never know the products that are coming out. So if you see this silicone cup right here, this will be a part of the April launch. This is a silicone measuring cup, and we have a silicone mat that is almost done being manufactured, and those should be being launched on April, whatever the third Thursday of the month is. So again, you guys get to see pictures of that stuff and all the things before anybody else. Okay, so this is pretty mixed. You do want to not have too many air bubbles. I need to get a heat gun for this, but it is what it is. So when you do the epoxy method, you just want to cover your entire cup with epoxy with a super thin layer. And I always end up doing this. I always end up making way too much epoxy. I don't know why, but I do. I try every time to remind myself. And what we're doing is I'm prepping this one for photographs, but I'm going to use our fine glitter, and then I'm going to use our chunky glitter in Kitty to go over the bottom. I used all chunkies on this, which I was originally just going to use Cheshire on this, which is this white color right here. I'll talk more about this tomorrow too, so I don't want to go too much into it. But I ended up doing like 3 different colors because I've been watching people do the marble, or what's it called? It's like the geode, and it's really cool. So I tried to do kind of that method, but then I realized the bottom was being fully covered because any of our chunkies that have the fine mixed in, this one does not, will have almost full coverage, which is pretty cool. And that cup's clear too. So I was pretty excited about that. Watching from the nail salon, I couldn't miss it. Yay. So what do you guys, while we're here and everyone's able to chat now, what do you guys want to see me work on first? I'm right now uploading all of the SVGs and revamping them. And I have, but which categories do you think I should really focus on first? And I'm also adding all the business files. So if there's anything specific that you guys need or want, I shot a podcast. So I kind of gauge what you guys ask and figure, do I want to do it in a podcast? Do I want to do it in a video? Or can I just post or talk about it in a live video? And so I shot a podcast, recorded a podcast snippet of how to name your businesses, because I know a lot of you guys have that question. Okay, so again, number one special part of this is mixing thoroughly, because you want every part A to part B to be mixed completely. Tomorrow I'll go into a little bit more detail on some of this. And as epoxy videos come out, I'll definitely go into more. So the goal is to get a thin layer of epoxy on the entire cup before you even do any glitter. So you really have to focus and make sure that every spot of the cup is covered. And these are my favorite cups. They're Simply Modern. They sell them at Target, but I get them on Amazon because they come with 2 lids, a coffee lid and a water lid, and a straw, and that's amazing. Daily sayings that could be put on dish towels. That's fun. So fun sayings or cute sayings, like specifically dish towels. So like kitchen sayings, we have a kitchen bundle that is either out or is coming out. So everything is in the works of being added to the website right now, because we're putting things into bundles and revamping and making sure all the designs are perfect. So this is another problem I have when I do my cups. I put on too much epoxy. So I need to lay off and just let an even coat go around. The thing I love about the Spin-It, though, I was using both my Spin-It and my cup turner yesterday, and I love that the Spin-It has the adjustable speed. It makes it, I didn't know it was going to be that big of a deal, but it really is a big deal. But yeah, I love these cups. 1, because they're awesome because they come with the 2 lids, and 2, they are already colored, and you can get them in so many colors and ombre colors. I did, so I have 2 videos coming out. One is a epoxy method ombre, where you dump the glitter and make it fade into another color. And then I have another one where you use the epoxy cleaner method, like the video that I came out with where you mix it into the epoxy and then you smudge them together. It's kind of like looks like a paint, like it's interesting. Okay, so this is probably too much epoxy, but it's not gonna kill it. It'll be good. So any more ideas for the website? I know that, or if there's any glitches, I know we had a couple glitches last night or the last couple of days on signing in. And my awesome husband sat on my website for like 2 hours last night learning things that I was not able to figure out and helped us with that. And it was awesome because we were able to fix a lot of things. So what else is everyone up to today? If you are watching from the hub and you'd like to comment, you need to hover over the video and the little YouTube button pops up on the bottom of the screen. You click that and this will open up in YouTube and you can comment. Everybody else on YouTube can't see this video unless they came through the hub, can't get into the hub unless you are a member. So you are here exclusively. Okay, I'm doing the dumping method. I like this method a lot. This is how we learned when we went to the cup turning class, but it doesn't use up too much glitter. Actually, it feels like you're using a lot of glitter, but then when you're done, you actually don't use as much glitter as you thought you did. Just because this glitter has really awesome coverage. So I think I want to ombre to the kitty, and I feel like I might mix a little bit of fine in with the kitty, and then I've been watching some people do their cups, and one lady dumps all her glitter together. She has a ton of glitter. Like her entire wall is covered in these huge bottles of glitter. And when she does multiple colors on the cup, she lets it mix together. And then she puts it in another bottle and she calls them her like magic mixes or something, which I thought was kind of cool if you have enough glitter to do that, but it's kind of scared. So I'll show you how this looks like I'm using a lot of glitter, but I really like the bottle's only to there, even though I mixed, or I'm dumping it like crazy. And then we're gonna dump all that glitter back into this bottle, or we can make a magic mix with, which I think I might do because I really love kitty, but I do think I want a magic mix of kitty and that. I feel special. I can't wait to get this spin it. I have glitter waiting for cups. Yes, I'm excited for this thing to come out. October could not come too soon. Like, cannot come soon enough. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna use kitty and then go over kitty and then go over it again. So I'm gonna make a magic mix of both by doing this together. I'm gonna do this, but I want the fine glitter to cover it, but I didn't want the fine glitter to cover the epoxy completely because I do want this to stick. So you're gonna notice in our chunky mixes that we have two different types of chunky mixes. Some of them have fine glitter in them, which makes coverage really awesome, and some of them don't. So they're great for layering over fine glitter, but I do not wanna do another layer of epoxy because that means I have to wait another 8 hours or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a soft layer of that, and then I'm gonna go in. Let's see. I did this method with the Into the Woods glitter, and was able to put a lot back in the jar, but I still want to buy it by the pound. It's my favorite. Ooh, yeah. I'm actually so since you guys are members, I can let you guys know all the behind the scenes stuff that's going on. We are looking at some glitter options that you guys can buy more, like by bulk. And then also we are getting more in stock and your bottles are going to be completely full. We are no longer going to be measuring by weight. We are going to be measuring by volume. So your bottles will be completely full, which means some colors you'll get more of and some colors will be less, just depending on how much it weighs. See, this method might, because you have to have some epoxy come through. What is going on here? Because it has to be able to stick to the epoxy. And I want it to fade. I want this to be full coverage. So I may have to do another layer over this. Yeah, because that definitely covered all the epoxy. I guess I have more epoxy. I could try to go over it. Is that like a no-no? If I were to put some more epoxy on right now while it's all wet? Because the fine like almost completely covered all of the chunky. And we have this weird line right here. So I want the chunky to come up a little higher actually, because it has this harsh line. And I should really just, yeah, I'm going to just make this a magical mix because I like these two colors together, but this is not enough coverage to cover the purple. It would probably cover the cup really pretty if I wanted it to. But so nobody's answering, so I'm going to say it's not a no-no. And I'm going to put a little bit more epoxy. I think I might just do it with a stick because my glove is inside out right now. And this is Tuesday Hangout where we have no rules, right? We experiment together. It's almost going to become like a glitter and epoxy method. But I'm just going to put a little bit more epoxy on the bottom, or at least try to get some epoxy to the top. It's getting chunky. But I just want it to be on there. I think if you put more epoxy now, it will be rough, right? But the next layer of epoxy is the most important because that is when we get rid of all those bumps. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more because I want this to be perfect. That doesn't make any sense, but we're going to experiment on Tuesdays because I'm prepping for live videos and regular videos with you guys and then chatting. This shirt is from Target. I am like obsessed with this new thing where this is a video coming out, but where I buy men's t-shirts in small and I cut the sleeves off so that it's a workout t-shirt. And this one's ridiculously fun and cute. And I don't know why they don't make these for the women at Target, but they don't. That kind of just gave it a sealed look. I think I might put a little bit more up here too, just so I can get some more of the chunky to go a little higher. And then I'm gonna go in with another layer of epoxy once this dries and seal it so that I can put my photos on it. You're in my way. So some people have said that they use silicone makeup brushes for this. Pretty cool. Cool idea. This is not ruining it. It's giving it like a method that I showed you guys, the glitter in epoxy method. It's giving it that method. I wish they made more women's shirts like that too. I know, but men's shirts are in smalls, like fit me like a woman's large, and I love that. I hope I don't lose too much weight because then I won't be able to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with chunky all over this because that's what I wanted. I wanted the chunky to be more predominant. The hard part is these are holographic chunkies, and they're a little they're holographic, but they're also transparent. So they pick up any color that's behind them. So they're really picking up that purple behind it, which is okay because we're about to fix it. Can you see the harsh line is going away? And then I may go in and I'm just going to keep this as a magic mix down here and put it in another bottle because I think that that's the perfect mix that I actually wanted, was the fine purple with the chunky. The thing about the chunky is really cool because it layers. Like it starts out really soft. It's a good ombre technique. That line though is kind of harsh still because that purple doesn't pop underneath it. What did I even do? It's okay. We can mask it with pictures when we put pictures on this cup. So this is the kind of stuff that I would do when I was experimenting for my videos. Videos don't go on YouTube until I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm experimenting right now. And then if this works out as the base, then I'll put the photos on. So I attempted to make a photo cup because I started doing these cups before Christmas to like try them out. And I attempted this photo cup for my mom and it just did not work out because I used photo paper and they like started sticking up on the corners and it was just like awful. It like stabs you. I'll have to show you guys. Whoa. It trips your eyes out sometimes. If you guys are cup turners, do you do this? Like it makes it almost look like the paper is moving. I don't know. Maybe I'm epoxy high right now. Do you do anything to the bottom of the cup? I don't right now. Like I'll just take my baby wipe and hold it in one spot and let this run just so that the bottom's clean, because I like the bottoms of my cups to be not lumpy at all. So I have not mastered doing the bottoms. I think putting like a sticker on there and epoxying over it eventually would be the perfect thing. But that's kind of how I handle the bottoms. And then that's also how I handle the inside too. I think it's pretty. I think my mom will like this. And she can't get in here because she's not a member, and she always watches live videos. And so this would be where I make my mom things too. But anyways, so I made that for her for Christmas, and it was a disaster. So I tried to make another one, but I used photo paper. And then I was like, why don't I just use print and cut vinyl? Like that makes so much sense. Hi from Michigan. Hi, Tamara. So if you're watching from the hub and you want to comment, you have to hover over the video and click the little YouTube button down in the corner, and this opens up in YouTube, and then you've got your commenting spot back. So I'm just making sure no one's messaging or anything on Facebook or YouTube trying to get into this video and they can't. So there's that. So then I have to wait 8 hours before I can put the next epoxy layer on it. And I think I need 8 spinets. That's what I came up with yesterday when I was doing these. I was like, because I have like 10 of these just sitting waiting for something, and the epoxy, like I might do some Mod Podge method just because Mod Podge doesn't take forever to dry. So maybe tomorrow in my live, I'll do epoxy method, this, and a whatever. So if you missed the announcements, we were talking about that here is where you guys will get to know like any products that are coming out and the status of them. So I'll let you guys know about the new packs that will be coming out. We're launching new products every 3rd Thursday of the month, but as soon as they're actually built in our system and on the website, we will hide them and give you guys like extra search methods to find them so you can purchase them if you want to before they go live. So we're coming out with a sample pack, which will have samples of all the different things that we sell. So HTV, glitter HTV, vinyl, glitter vinyl, all the things, transfer tape, stencil vinyl. So it'll be like a pack you can get that has a ton of our products. So if you just want to try them, and they'll be in my favorite colors. We may do like few different ones of those in different color schemes just so you can get your favorite color scheme. And then we're going to do a print and cut pack. So ones that come out with print and cut vinyl, print and cut HTV, print and cut sticker paper. And then we are also in the works of getting tattoo/water slide paper. I know a lot of people are really interested in that. That's a little bit further in the works, further as in a further away. Like it's not coming out right away, but we're in the process of finding the perfect water slide to add to the website. And then that will also go in the print and cut pack. So print and cut pack, sample packs, and then some of our pack colors will be being revised, which you guys all know that. We've told you that. So I have a single arm turner, but got impatient, so built myself a 4-arm turner over the weekend. Wow. And I'm debating like going and building myself a big one. What I actually have decided is I have a sewing desk over there, and I'm going to turn that into an epoxy desk because this is so messy. And then I have to kind of leave this like this for 8 hours. And I can't do much else on this craft space. So I think I'm going to make one table an epoxy table and leave glitter and maybe do like a shelf of glitter above it and all the things. And then, which is kind of inconvenient because right now I'm trying to shoot my operation organization craft room tour, but my craft room looks like a disaster. So, but I want to have like a 4-cup either. I like the idea of having 4 spinets. I only have 1 right now, but I like the idea of having all of the little ones because if you do need to put them away, you just put them away. But yeah, so that will be more plausible in like October. But right now I'm like build myself a 10-cup because I'd have so much fun if I could do 10 cups at once. That would be so fun. so I answered all the questions because there's not very many, which is kind of cool because I don't miss anything that you guys are asking. And this is officially the first live hangout, but I'm strictly back on keto. I know we talk about that a lot in our Tuesday hangouts, but I have been on it for 2 weeks and 3 days back strong. And I'm having some weird issues, and I researched them and realized they were keto issues. But I was excited to find out it was a keto issue and not an I'm dying issue, so that was good. But Dustin has been doing it as well, and he's lost like 10 pounds. He's lost like maybe 11 now. He's super excited, and you can tell, but he won't admit it. But he's like, I took him out for a cheat day because we went to IKEA and picked out our kitchen cabinets. I'm super excited. But we were there forever, and I usually don't have spikes in my energy because keto usually sustains you pretty well. But after 5 hours of sitting and not eating or having anything to put in my stomach, I was like, I want a cheat day. Let's go have a cheat night. And we went and got poke, and he did not cheat, and I did. And I got rice. And I was so like proud of him, but I was like, I should not have cheated either. Why did I cheat? So I need to get some empty jars or somewhere to put all these magic mixes. I love the idea now that I have one that I actually think I would want. So this might need a little bit more chunky because the fine glitter is so predominant. Like it covers so well. It needs barely any, but who is calling me right now? Since I'm new, could you tell how you started your business and what you were making then? Okay, Sylvia. So I actually just shot the first long haul podcast, and it's my business ventures. And I didn't know how many business adventures I had until I wrote them all down I wrote a timeline out and wrote them all down. And I was kind of embarrassed when I was talking about it. But at the same time, like, I'm not embarrassed because I have a lot of skills and I just like totally wanted to go Napoleon Dynamite on you guys, but I won't. I have a lot of skills, and I've learned so many things from all of the random stuff that I've done. But it's like a 45-minute podcast talking about all the things that I did. But if you're talking specifically about YouTube, I 4 years ago decided to turn YouTube into my full-time thing. And if you listen to the podcast, you'll hear how I actually got to that point and how I researched and where I found what I needed to decide that was going to be my thing. But as soon as I did try a new poke place out by IKEA. There's one right by IKEA. It's Hawaiian poke. It's like one of those like fast food pokies. It was okay, but I have not tried very many new ones. But I'm going to be trying all the poke places while our kitchen is being remodeled because I'm going to have to eat out probably for a few weeks. But so I researched my career, and when I looked through all the things that I had been doing, we were getting out of debt. So I was pretty much jumping on every opportunity to make money that I could, which makes me feel better about the many ventures I did because they did make a little bit of money. They weren't what I loved. And when I decided to love YouTube, when I decided to join YouTube, I had made a very educated decision. I had waited till we were out of debt. I had waited till my kids went to school, not back to school. And I had waited till it was a time in my life that I could focus 100% on it like it was making money, but be okay with the fact that it wasn't making money. And actually, a lot of successful businesses don't make money in the beginning. So having a good foundation really helps you because you can kind of live financially peaceful while you're starting your business. And even though it feels kind of like daunting if you're only investing a couple $100s to start because you don't have thousands of dollars to invest in it, it's a lot better than starting with thousands of dollars of debt and then getting into more debt for a business or, pulling out a loan to do a business or whatever. It grows gradually and it's awesome. And yeah, so is that the question? Could you tell how you started your business and what you were making then? And what you were making then? Like money-wise, I've done many ventures. It builds character. It does build character. So what I was making, like what I was selling, or what I was money-wise, or um so when I decided that craft, okay. So when I decided that I wanted to do YouTube, I had ventured through photography and all these things that build character and skills. And I didn't realize I could use my photography camera as my video camera. I didn't realize that that was what most people used. I thought they had like a special video camera, and I had this photography camera. And then I realized what you needed was your DSLR. And I was like, I have two of those because I'm a photographer. And photography was my main hustle for like 7 years. Even though I did a lot of ventures with photography, photography was my thing. And I love it, and I still love it, and I loved it. But to make money, it was a lot more, not work, because I love working, but it wasn't as lucrative as a different avenue that I wanted to go. And so looking at YouTube and going, okay, I want a YouTube channel. And I pretty much told Dustin, like, hey, I'm doing this venture. It's going to look weird for like 2 years. I'm not going to make anything like money at all, but I'm going to be making some weird things and doing some crafts. And so I had decided that I just wanted to do all crafts because I love crafting, and I'm such an ADHD crafter that I have to go on to a new craft. Otherwise, I will get bored. So that's one of the reasons why I think I could do these cups. Like if I was selling products, cups kind of make me really excited for you guys and to help you guys, because you won't be doing the same thing all the time. And that's what I loved about working with Cricut, was it was a customizable business. So if you're doing handmade products for people, it's not always going to be the same because it's custom work, and you can change it up as much as you want. It's not like you're making the same t-shirt over and over, the same cup, or whatever you're doing. So when I learned about these, I was like, oh, I could definitely get on board on teaching people how to do this and teaching people how to make money with it. So I knew that I needed something that was not repetitive and redundant. Now that I look back, I love getting outside and doing physical work too. So I think if I would have gone a different route, I would have done something a little bit more physical. Like I would have maybe done a YouTube channel on adventures or traveling, or helping people get organized. I still can do that. But like, I really find that if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would probably be doing like a personal organization assistant. I know it's super random, but this is the stuff that I love doing. So I was making everything, basically, crafting everything. And I think the first real tutorial I shot with the full intention that I was going the crafting route was fabric, flower, hair bow tutorial. And when I had started, DIY videos were a thing, but they were not the thing. Beauty videos were the thing. And family vlogging was just taking off. It was not very big. And DIY videos were only limited to like young teen girls who were literally making like DIY t-shirts and things like that. So I had this background of sewing and just creativeness and all these things. And I wanted to be able to use that because I was doing that already. So however you, like if you start with something you're already doing, it's going to flow pretty well. And so that's what I did. I was like, I'm crafting. I don't like to craft the same things. I want to make a little bit of money, but I'm not in a rush to make any money. I hate shipping products. So that's why we have a shipping department. So I did do a lot of like Etsy and things like that, but I really don't like personally shipping products. I like doing like a little bit, but every single day is not my jam, which some people love it. And if that's what makes you tick, then selling products is fun. How did you start keto? Are you going to do a blog or video journal about your journey on keto? Absolutely. So as soon as my kitchen is finished, I'm going to be sharing recipes and keto recipes. And my hope is to do a lot of holiday keto recipes this holiday. Instead of a lot of crafting videos, I'm going to mix in some keto and crafting. But that's kind of cute, keto and crafting. But my new kitchen is going to be designed so that I can cooking it, surprisingly. No, I've been wanting to shoot all my keto recipes, but our kitchen is from 1979. The tile is literally breaking. The island in the middle has this awful stovetop that doesn't work and a sink that goes to nowhere. We're not allowed to wash anything down that sink. So we bought this house with 100% intention, knowing that we were going to redo the kitchen. So we're redoing the kitchen and the windows all in the same month, and I'm really excited because our windows rattle. You know, they say when you're buying a house to look for the big things to be upgraded, like the kitchen and the windows, but they also say buy the ugliest house on the nicest block. So we did that too. So we chose that route, and we knew we had to do the kitchen and the bathrooms. We already did the floors before we moved in and the popcorn ceiling, but it's really coming along quite nice. So I'll do a kitchen tour and all that, and then you guys will get a lot of keto stuff. My children do not eat keto, so they do sometimes because it's still healthy, and there's things that I do love that I do want them to have it, but I don't limit them. I don't say you guys can't have bread and you guys can't have sugar, even though I should limit their sugar intake. They are, because I do to a degree, like they're not allowed to eat a ton of sugar, but I'm not a sugar Nazi on that. I don't tell them like you can't eat sugar, but I'm trying to make sure I answer all the questions. I started keto by having some friends who were doing it. I had a guy friend who lost like 30 pounds in like a month, because that's just how guys are. And if you're gung-ho about it, you lose weight. And then I started dabbling with, actually, I just started sharing every keto recipe I could on Facebook. For a long time, that was all I shared to my friends, was just keto recipes, so I could go back and get them when I was ready to jump in. Then I was like, okay, this is annoying to people, even though they love it, and it's annoying for me to have to scroll down my whole page. So I started messaging Dustin all the recipes because he's never on Facebook. So it's my little special spot where I have all my keto recipes. And then there's this app called Tasty, which I'm sure you guys have seen the videos on them. But I also find keto recipes on there and then on Pinterest. But the ones that I really love, I send. So this is the Tasty app, and they're little videos, and I love it because it takes, okay, I'm not signed in right now. I don't know how to do that, but it's just TASTY, and there's a bunch of recipes on there, and they're super quick videos. So they show you how to do it, but there's no talking involved. And so I downloaded that app. I started like just looking at recipes and being like, okay, and really getting the head knowledge of what keto was and why it does what it does and all the things you could eat. So I'm finding a trend with myself that I like to really research before I jump into something, which kind of helps. So I did that for probably like 5 or 6 months, and last summer was crazy busy, so I didn't do it. I think there was like a couple weeks where I tried doing like low carb, like if there was the option, and I think summer camp made it really easy when I went with the high schoolers because they had the salad bar and they would do like burgers. So I would do like a burger with no bun and the salad bar every morning, or if they were having something that I would just whatever. So I tried it and I stayed full the whole time, and it was like amazing. And so I jumped in. When did I fully jump in? I don't even know. It just clicked, and I was like, I'm doing it. Did everyone lose me? It says there's still 16 people here. And so I jumped in, and I did it for 7 solid weeks before the holidays. And I didn't weigh myself because I packed our scale away because it was in the process of us selling our house. So my scale was gone, but all my clothes were fitting so much better. And then through the holidays, I fell off and just did the holiday thing. And then I jumped back on right after Christmas. And in February, I jumped off again. So from Christmas to through January this year, I did keto, and I felt amazing. And then February, I stopped doing keto, and I had my first emotional breakdown of the year. And I realized I haven't had, like, you know what I'm talking about, one of those mom moments where everything is just going wrong and it gets the best of you and you feel like crying but yelling and all the things. So I finally had one of those, and I hadn't had one all year. Well, all January. And then by February, I had it. And I was like, well, this is normal. This is how normal feels, right? And then I realized, no, I have low blood sugar, or I'm having an energy drop because I'm eating really crappy food. And so regardless if I'm losing weight or not, I feel amazing when I'm on keto. And it makes me not want to ever change the way I eat or put sugar back in my body. So like, there's no questions asked when people ask, like, have a cheat day or do this. I'm like, no, it's not worth it. It feels horrible. And there's so many awesome things that I can eat in substitution. Like yesterday we had cauliflower fried rice and it was so good. And then yesterday I had leftovers of it and I cut up a whole avocado, like an entire avocado, and put it on there and salted it. So good. It was good. And I'm like going to go make it after this video because it was so good. And then there's just so many fun options and easy things to do now because like Costco sells stuff for keto and everybody's jumping on the keto selling market. And so that makes life so much easier when it goes to shopping and things. So that's how I jumped into keto, and I won't ever probably go back unless I'm finding that like dairy is bothering me, then I probably will limit my dairy a little bit. But until I notice a big difference, I may cut dairy out for like a month and see what happens. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try and see if it makes a big difference in possibly like my eczema. I have eczema on my arms, which I try to keep under control with some cream. But if I let this stuff go, it will get in full-blown eczema breakout. And in the winter, it gets really bad. In the summer, it tends to go away because the sunshine helps it. So I think it's maybe a lack of vitamin D, but it could be a lack of vitamins as well. So I need to make sure I'm monitoring that right now. I'm like, okay, what in my body is telling it to have eczema? Because that's, I believe, everything in your body and on the outside of your body is a sign of what's going on inside of your body. So I do not eat flour, but I do eat almond flour. Okay. How did you start keto? Answered that one. Do your children eat keto? No. So realistically, we do like a meal that's keto, and then they're allowed to, not allowed, but they can have something on the side to like toast. So like if we're eating eggs and bacon and sausage and avocados, they can have that too, but then they can also have some toast, which we don't eat. And then if I buy myself some keto ice cream, which the most amazing brand I just found called Enlightened is amazing, then I just buy them regular ice cream. And that's just because it's super expensive. Otherwise, I would buy it for them too. Wheat can cause skin problems. Yes. So I don't eat any wheat. I have not been eating any wheat. I don't eat any flour unless it's almond flour, coconut flour. I don't eat any bread. I do the Mission tortillas, which are the low carb tortillas, which I think I need to cut out as well. It's like a scam. I think they just add a ton of fiber to them. And I'm not sure if that's very good. Like too much fiber can be a problem too. Did everyone lose weight? Nope, I'm back now. I feel you, girl. Do you eat flour at all? Wheat can cause skin problems. I think I got through all the questions. And then I think there was, oh wait, no, someone was asking about, there were some more questions up here. Or did you delete them? It was something about unzipping the files. Okay, so that's our first Tuesday Hangout. This is where you guys can find me every Tuesday. We will send a post on Facebook or Instagram to remind you guys that this is where I'll be on Tuesdays, or if there's not going to be one, there should be one for the next few weeks until I go on a mission trip to Fresno. Exciting. So there shouldn't be any issues with me going live on Tuesdays. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so yeah. How do we unzip the files? Yes, so you just double click them and they should open up into a file. I'm in Fresno, yay, Anne. So we go to a thing called Breakaway. I don't know if you know what it is, but it's basically put on in Fresno where everybody, like they bring in a ton of youth and we serve the community for like a week. And that's what the junior hires and high schoolers do. And I go as a leader, but now I have a daughter who's old enough to go on it. So she'll be going with me too. So super fun. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow live on YouTube and Facebook. So thanks for hanging out with me and prepping this cup. Can you guys hear this spin it? I just realized it's pretty loud and it's like right up in your face. Yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.